What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to run longer, how to be more effective on those longer runs, how to not get tired doing those longer runs, and just how to not get hurt, how to avoid injury. So with that being said, let's go. So you always want to start off with a stretch, no matter what kind of workout you're doing, what kind of run you're doing. You never want to go out cold. That's how you get cramps, get injuries, knee pains, back pain, shin splints, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you never go out cold. Make sure you do some kind of stretch, some kind of warm up, 5 to 10 minutes before you run. Then also cool down 5 to 10 minutes, because again, after you run or do whatever workout you're gonna do for that day, you want to make sure you cool down properly, because you can still cramp up, you can still get injuries. You might not feel them that day, but you might feel them later on that night, or you might feel them the next day or the next 2 days. Whatever, it could sideline you. So make sure you're stretching, and now I'll give you a couple stretches that I usually do. All right, now that we got our stretching out the way, tip number 2, make sure you stay hydrated. I don't care if you drink plenty of water the night before you run. Just make sure you take some fluids with you, or you know where your rest stops are, because you just never know what could happen, what could go wrong. You might have to take a detour, anything. You can even use your water or your fluids to spray yourself off. Like if, say, you run through some grass, some mud, or whatever, you can use it to spray yourself off too. Just always keep some fluids with you. I'm telling y'all, especially in Texas, you do not want to be stranded without no water. So stay hydrated. I'm telling y'all, man, you will go way further if you got plenty of fluids in you. Whereas if you go out and say you drink a cup of water before and then try to go run 10, 15, 20 miles, and then you cramping up and all that kind of stuff. Here's a tip too, to know that you're dehydrated, right? So if you're sweating while you run and you stop sweating, that's how you know you're dehydrated. Your body doesn't have enough fluids to try to cool itself down. So that's how you know you're dehydrated. So number 2, stay hydrated. Let's get into the good stuff while you clicked on the video. Okay, so when you're running long distance or trying to run longer distances than you're normally used to, you want to make sure you control your breathing. So usually for me, this is how I do it. I'll inhale, take 3 to 4 steps, exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, like that. So that way you keep your breathing under control, because it's almost like trying to swim, right? Say you're in a deep part of the water, the more that you panic, you're gonna just drown. So you have to be calm and relaxed in your runs. Just think of it like swimming. The more calmer you are, you can stay afloat and you can keep going. Same with running. The more you keep your heart rate down, the further you can go. So make sure you control your breathing. So I usually do in through my nose. Make sure you fill your lungs up all the way. So in through your nose as much as possible. Out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So it's about 3 to 4 steps in between. So in through your nose, like I say, it's about 3 to 4 steps. So you just kind of play with it, see how you feel. But I do 3 to 4 steps, and the more calmer you are, the more oxygen you get into your body. Like I said, you go longer, and you also prevent cramps and stuff like that. And it's like meditation too. Control your breathing, stay hydrated, stretch. Those are 3 tips that I got for you guys. Also, your distance is your distance. Don't compare yourself to nobody else's long run. Your long run might be 5 miles, whereas somebody else's long run might be 20, but that's your distance. So be comfortable with running your long distance. Don't try to run somebody else's long distance, because it's just going to be bad. And one last thing I'll leave you with is make every mile count. So if you know you can only run 5, do that 5, but try to focus on your form, your breathing, and try to make your last mile look as good as your first mile. So what I'm saying is, don't go all out your first couple miles and then try to hold that for the whole 5 miles if that's your long run. You're not gonna make it. You're gonna kill yourself the first mile, and then the last 4 miles is gonna just look horrible. And it's at that point, it's not worth it to run those distances, because you're not getting nothing out of it. I would say casually ease into the first mile and let your body naturally speed itself up, because you're just going to do that naturally. The more you get warmer, your bones and muscles start to get loose, you're just going to naturally pick up speed, but don't try to go too fast. So just naturally let your body coast into that faster speeds, and then just hold it right there. And then if you gotta pull back, pull back. But like I said, if you can only run 5 miles, that's your long run. Don't try to go do 10. Now, what you could do to get longer is, at the end of that 5 miles, run 30 seconds longer. So like if you have a set stop mark where you're gonna stop at, try to go 30 seconds further than that stop mark. And each time you run that long run, 30 seconds further, 30 seconds further. And by the end of the week, you will have added 2 minutes to, let's just say, if you out of 5-day week, you will add a minimum of 2 minutes to your long run. So if you want to learn how to go further, just add 30 seconds to your long run. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Nothing big. So over time, that'll add up. I'm telling y'all, hopefully these tips help you all. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment below what's your long run, and places that you like to run, and also some cool races you want to do, or that you already done. So that being said, we out.